YouTube, welcome. New year, new save file. Except this is our second run on the new save file because, unbeknownst to me, but beknownst to you, you can't have any mods on your first beknownst run. So, to be beknownst...
Did you remember to disable your mods so you can make progress?
So, beknownst to me and you, but not to the Kunj, we won our first run. Look, I know you don't believe that, but if you go back to youtube.com/DanGheesling and saw it, you would see it. So we have to win our first run on the new save file as Isaac with no mods. No mods, no moss. Here we go. Why not us? Quad shot? We still got it.
59. Dan's age plus 30. Dang Pogu.
What did you just say? Hold on. Okay, let's run it here, chat. Yo, random 6 with 59 straight. We got quad. It's really quad shot. It's secondary quad shot. You know, that's a great thing about new save file in 2024. Same thing. When you play a game that you've played before, but you have the memory of a young squirrel, it's like playing a brand new game. And then you take mods away, at least for the first run. Why not us? Oh, if you want to play along at home, Silly Billy 6 Jilly 69 minus 1 Lily Gilly. All right. I'll tell you what, the quad shots could make the difference. And speaking of the difference, over the New Year's, we had some family over, and there's a family dad over, meaning like someone of my age with similar age kids, you know, like another dad. And he started talking about this rocket game, and this is 100% full-on normie. Like, this is like Normie McGee, you know, like we're talking watches college basketball, yada yada yada, get us in the boss fight. He starts talking about this rocket game, and I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you what outlet it's with, but we were talking about, hey, look, you know, with all the American football games going on and sports gamba, he's like, yeah, you know, I do these things where I sign up for these sports gamba sites, and they give you free money, but the trick is you have to put the money through their system first. You got to cycle it once through to get the money. And I go, okay, that sounds like completely like, I don't know what it sounds like, but something I'm not interested in. But he goes, yeah, all I do is I put it through this rocket game. And I go, what do you mean you put it through a rocket game? And this game, it is just basically, he showed it to me, and I don't endorse it. Do we want rock tinted? Let's get rock tinted. It's basically a rocket, and it keeps going up and up and up and up and up, and it'll be like 1x your money, 1.1x your money, 2x your money, 3x your money, 4x your money, 50x your money.
Your Majesty.
But the catch is, at any given time, the rocket can explode and you lose everything. I mean, like, I saw it and knew that it would be a problem for me, so I didn't even consider stepping into that arena. By the way, good first floor. The game's called Crash. It just seems like as an easily accessible gamba game, I mean, it seems like OKGR kind of game, but extremely dangerous. Also, new save file, new us, kill me. A great way to get fleeced. Yeah, I didn't know there was, like, I knew there were slot machines and stuff like that. Which, my personal opinion, is any port in the storm, whatever you want to do. But for me, I'm not going to be clicking on my phone. Slot machines, unless it's Willy Wonka. But I just didn't know, like, how is that legally allowed? You can play a game where it's like literally you send a rocket to the moon. But and I hope from this story that no one checks it out and tries it. But if you do, and you get the 100x rocket launch, let me know. But don't do it. You don't think you understand this game, Isaac, or the rocket game? Rocket game. I'm not telling you. Yo, double spiders. I don't know. I was just completely dumbfounded that something like that exists. It's like something I would design in my head, but also know it's like completely wildly egregious. But you know what? Any port in the storm. Anyways, it's good to be back with little Isaac, because here's the thing. There were people that said, hey, Dan, you really didn't, dead God, you really didn't do it, did you? And to those people I said, kind of. I think we kind of did, right? I mean, we did in theory. Mostly. It's like this. It's like if you played high school basketball in the 40s or the 20s and you're like, hey,
2 years since Jumpmandy. When is the return?
Yo, Chip, thanks for the 2 years.
Dang +1.
It's like if you played basketball in the 1940s, you know, you could tell me that you averaged 12 points a game, and I would believe you, because there's no real way to check. Same thing with the dead save file.
Random idea from the Rocket game. 3-card Marty. Each win in ranked increases your chance to get a payout of a free grade as a bonus. But, if you lose, like getting hit in Isaac, it resets your chance back to 1%.
Aura Beam, I think we need to get you in the lab. Chat, can you see the, we can't see. Let me slide you slightly above. Yo, McJonesy, welcome back. But it's kind of like that. The old dead save files, like we average about 13 points a game. Are you gonna go back in the 1940 old record books to check it? Maybe. All right, let's get this toast. I'm not saying it's the easiest boss in the game, but goal is to, by the way, this maybe should have led the run off with this. The goal is to dead God from start to finish in 2024. We don't have to rush it. We're not going to do like 14 runs a day. It's not going to be like a pace. It's not going to be like a pace scramble at the end like the last time we did. It's going to be a nice walk in the park with Mandy Moore. What's that? A walk to remember. You know? Is Mandy Moore a good actress? Our first unlock, Monstro's Tooth. Is there a plan or strategy to do it? I think that's the beauty of it. There is no strategy. There's no plan. We just grip it and rip it. The only plan we have is
Let's go.
we're passing on the DD. Lucasic, thanks for the 26. Jed Brown, thanks for the 13. Kusku, thanks for the 19. Oh, by the way, quick hello to YouTube. Samuel, Lucido, Cedar Hammer, and Wicked Badger. I am excited to turn mods back on, so because the new Anti-Birth plus music, there's a lot to behold in it. It's a true full circle that we're coming back to Isaac in 2024. That's what brought you to the channel. +2s in chat. I don't know what that is, but I can hear Cobalt Streak somewhere in the background yelling, 69. HP up and you feel protected. Unlocked Lazarus. So fantasy football, look, fantasy football is not our Peloton. Speaking of Peloton, for those in the Discord at discord.gg/DanGheesling, or the link in the YouTube fold below, a little birdie told me there was the first ever unofficial, official community ride. Can anyone give me any intel on that? Antonio Marcos says, please, I'm your biggest Portuguese fan. Did you watch on Game 2? But, oh, we got our first Eddie room. Why not us? So also the goal is to do Dead God without dying once. That's definitely doable. We can Eddie room. Did anyone ride on the community ride? You need a ride group that isn't hardcore like Ryan Gary's. I mean, my man's talking about meal prepping for a ride. Look, you ride a bike 2 hours a day, I'm gonna call you Lance. And you enjoy it. And I expect to see a yellow band from, look, here's my thing with Ryan Gary. You're gonna ride Peloton 2 hours a day. Look, I'm happy for you and your cardiovascular, but if you don't have a yellow band on, we got to clear that up. That's, what year are we in? Double moon. Don't know what that is. All right. Remember, man, I don't even know what year those came out. Those were the first wristbands, man. If you think back to history, the first wristbands were the yellow Livestrong bands. What? How old were those? 100% the first wristbands in history. Like, people really didn't wear wristbands before then. 2003? Sounds about right. Yeah, a watch is not a wristband. A watch is a watch. How the heck are you supposed to? Peepo, peepo. So anyways, for those people that are fans of Bill, and if you don't know who Bill is, if we get an angel room here, it's a 33% chance, which is about the odds of Bill getting a girlfriend before his 40th birthday. We'll tell the Bill story, but we need an angel room to do so. Sorry, Bill. How was that BM? Let's go play the Eddie room. Bill, I mean, since we brought it, we could tell you the Bill story. So, over the new year, it's Eddie time. Over the new year, we moved the family, and Bill does not live in the state of Michigan. He used to, but he lives in Chicago, a bustling metropolis for singles. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna be in town. And he says, Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Holy. There's a chance for Bill. This is Bill's angel. I'm going to tell the story one more time. In college, I had one of my best friends in college. We had AOL Instant Messenger. His away message was always searching for my angel with an angel emoji. You can only imagine in a dorm room full of Giga Chads how much he got roasted. And even 20 plus years later, he still gets roasted for that. Anyways. Are we done with the Eddie room? If we keep going, what happens? I forget. Should we stop? What happens if we keep going? Oh, angel fight. So anyway, so Bill's like, hey, I'm in town. You know, let me know if you want to get together. Grab some lunch, whatever. I'm like, dude, I'd love to. I'm gonna be moving during this entire, you know, break. Open up. But I'm like, hey, come on over. Should I do one more? It was emoticons back in the day. Should we do one more? I don't remember what this is. Grip it. So I'm like, yeah, come by the new place. You know, I'll be moving stuff in. And two more or one more? Two more? Okay. So you have to understand the scenario. So he comes to where we're moved into. It's just me, and I'm like moving boxes. Like, so he comes over, pulls up. And I'm like, hey man, good to see you. You know, Bill's looking good. I'll give Bill some credit. He's looking good. But like I'm moving boxes in and like unpacking.
Good morning and happy new year. Chat.
And
Mods and Dan.
And immediately it's not like, and I have no expectations. I don't have any expectation of like him to say, hey, can you want me to help you move any boxes? That was not my expectations. But immediately we get into, and granted, it's probably me too. We get into his dating life. Like, hey, forget I'm trying to move into a new place. I got 2 hours with Daddy's key is home. Filigree feather, is that a new item? So anyways, so Bill gets right into it. I'm like, so, because the other caveat is he drove into town for Christmas, but also drove into town to see a girl, to see about a girl. So he goes out on this date with this girl, and I would say for Bill's status, this is no disrespect, probably like if we're talking NCAA recruits, you have like 0-star, 3-star, 5-star is like, you know, a game changer. You get a 5-star recruit, it's over.
New house, new year.
And look, this is not BM to Bill, but in my life, like Bill typically is, you know, recruits around a 3-star. And we're not, Chad, I'm not talking about superficial things. I'm not saying like looks wise, like that's not the only thing that plays into a recruit, because that's, you know, it's very superficial. But like it's like everything, you know, hey, is a person nice? What do they got going for them? Are they kind? You know, do they, you know, also are, anyways. So Bill tells me about the date, and first and foremost, this lets us pick up rocks. Is that L2? He shows me the picture, and I'm like, yeah, right, you just pulled this off the internet. And he's like, no. And then I find out, like, really nice, lot of good things going for her, da da da. And I'm like, how'd the date go? And he goes, oh, it's pretty good. I go, what do you mean pretty good? He's like, yeah, she wants to go out again. And I go, why don't, when you coming back to Michigan to take her out? He's like, well, I don't know, I just drove in. I don't want to drive back in from Chicago again. And I go, well, this is what you've been searching for.
Can't wait for the traders show.
You've been searching, and now you don't want to make the trip. I go, if it's easy, everyone would do it. And he goes, yeah, I know. I go, what do you mean, yeah, you know? So like now I have no sympathy for Bill at all, because I mean, I did read the text messages, well, the Bumble or whatever messages between the two. There was, I did cringe a little bit, but it was like more of like, I guess maybe that's how you flirt in 2024. It was something like, and he is equally as cringe, but it was something like, what was it? It was like, you kind of like didn't ask her out, but you know, he was coming into town and she's like, she said, what are you doing going ring shopping? And then he said something equally cringe back. But look, here's the thing. If you're going to be cringe together, which I think helps him. Like they hadn't even gone on a date yet. I know, but outside of that, like, I think he's got some good prospect. And you don't say yikes, because I think, to me, don't say yikes, because I'm like talking her up, you know, like, because I think it's got a chance, man. Like, she just knows what she wants. Is that? No, he wasn't telling her he was shopping for rings. She asked him if he was shopping for a ring, which is why he didn't formally ask her out. Anyways. But to me, I'm like, you know what? She knows what she wants. She's not messing around. Bill, on the other hand, you put a 5-star recruit in front of him. He's going to look at someone who's running a 5.40 and be like, oh, you know, I think they'll be a good player. Anyways. So long story short, Bill potentially met the one, but doesn't want to drive to go meet her. So maybe it goes from Bill's angel to Bill's demon. I know. Chat, and trust me, if it was like, I was asking him a ton of questions about the date, like, hey, was there anything weird? He's like, no, we talked for like 3 hours, time flew by. And I'm like, what more do you want? Anyways, let's go get it. We haven't got an item yet. Can she drive to Chicago? I mean, that's the maybe, but not for a second date. Like, that's on, to me, that's on him. It's a sad story. What do you mean? It's not over yet. How long is the drive though? Chat, we have someone in chat who drove 27 hours to go on a date with someone, and now they're my man. Look, it's not about the hours. I'm not gonna call that person out. Plesiosaurus drove 27 hours. You drive 40, yeah, you drive 45 minutes. Look, if it was easy, everyone would do it. Gas prices though. Apoptosis? He still knows. I'm going to Kalamazoo this weekend to go on a date with the girl. Yeah. Look, chat. Sometimes the pogs are in your backyard and sometimes you gotta go mine them. You know? Yo, why are we, oh, we got the item charged. So after the move, are you still in Michigan? Are you trying to dox me?
Go.
Happy New Year, Mr. Giesling and chat dang
We have to touch the book. Nathan Ban, we don't have the chain, but enjoy your T space 3 snapback. Let's touch both books for unlockables and keep Belial. Why not just use the bracelet? You mean we could have just used a bracelet instead of wasting a bomb? Are you kidding me?
Let's go.
Why are we like how we are, chat? Let's go Gamba to make it right. This is the new save file. It is. Couple Gamba.
Let's go.
It's our time.
Close to 3 years.
Zachariah, thanks for the 34 months. I appreciate it. Daddy's home. All right, no more greed. Dan, 100 games of the switch up, guys. You unlock something. What? Should we? I feel like we should go donate, huh? Hey Bear, what's going on, you piece? Wait, where's the donation machine? The goal of Isaac is to dead God casually in 2024. Have we not got to the shop yet? Have we not got the shop yet? Also, the goal is to not die, or at least in the process of dead godding, putting together a respectable streak. You know, like we'd like to hit double digits. Start with. I don't think we've ever had a double digit streak. That would be like perfect long-term prop bet. Death God, zero death. You versus the you she told you about? I don't remember if that's active or passive. Okay. Let's keep 15 in our back pocket. Ooh. Chat, if someone were to make Isaac in the modern day, it would take a decade to make it, right? Like all the little intricacies. Don't you think? You should donate them all. What do you mean triple question mark? Let's go get this toast. Slow him, slow him, slow him. Slow and old, slow and old. I didn't say slow and old. I never did. 73% is for Bill to meet his angel. Lil Chubby. Yep. That's what Bills are gonna end up with. Here we go. All right. Let's roll here. This is because we won our first run, but we had mods on, it didn't count. This is the first official. Depends on the budget for how long it takes to remake Isaac. It's not the answer we were looking for. Still searching for his angel. I mean, I think the key, and I talked about this earlier, the key to Isaac, it comes down to two things. Skill, luck, and finesse. And I think to be really good at Isaac, you need to have a lot of skill, or you have to have a lot of luck. And I will go to the grave with this. I think we are the luckiest Isaac player of all time. That's just how it works. Like, there's empirical evidence saying that when we go to work, this pill is guaranteed to be good.
Are you a wizard?
Searching for Bill's angel with the 25-mile radius on. Use the card. Isn't there? We'll miss out on an item room, right? Oh, because then we can still got a shot to get the 25-mile radius. We just fought this guy. You versus that guy she told you about. You versus that guy that won't drive 4.5 hours to take you out on a date. All right, here we go. Ecclesiastics. Couple more. Who's that little guy in there? Chat, what's the lore behind that? Who's that little guy in there? Yes, mommy?
Your Majesty.
One of the most underrated items. Holy water pog in all of Isaac.
Holy bird.
Now let's go clean up. Honestly, it's a top 2 Isaac item. So what's the story with that guy inside that guy? He's controlling the big shell, but who is he? Look at that, man. Come slurp that up. I'd rather have this than brimstone any day of the week. What luck? I know, right? You versus the luck she told you about. All right, let's press on here. It's Isaac? How can you say that's Isaac in there? You can't. Has Eddie confirmed that? It's just a guy. I could co-sign it just being just. Everything is Isaac? Ooh, cancericity. Another quad shot. Is it worth the hit? We got trip spiders. Speaking of mommy, this blows everything up, right? On the next level. I think we should do it for a floor. This opens boss rush if you want to get it done. I mean, we don't have to rush it.
Happy New Year's all.
WikiPix, thanks for the 32. Ooh, and the hit. Next floor. I don't know if we have the sauce to complete a boss rush though. Boss rush on a first run, that's a flex. But we do have holy water. Do we need to finish this floor? I don't think we need to finish it, do we? Let's go. I mean, we could do the Eddie room. Does Eddie room take blue hearts first? No. Okay. It takes red hearts first? No, yes, 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 no, no. No, no, yes, yes. All right, so this is the last level, right? We grit. Now we pop it. Send it. Wait, does this kill mom?
Happy New Year 596.
Boss rush not possible on
Also
run 1.
for Redemption.
We're about to find out if it's possible. Of course, little Timmy. How are you serious?
Are you serious? Of course Timmy had a bog, dude. Are you kidding me right
How did
now?
that guy survive that? A lucky rock tinted. Holy, yeah. You cannot talk to me about Luck and Isaac ever again. Ever. Chat, on the first run? The first? Oh. You versus a you she told you about.
Posting the streak because Dan will yell at me for it anyway. Low.
Yo, Decoy. Hold on, I gotta think people. I think names and individuals in the mid screen. Wait, how come that didn't blow up? I don't think anyone has claimed you lack luck. I'll take it. I think in a lot of ways, not just in Isaac. I think in life. What the heck? Should we Eddie room? No, we got to at least do a full clear here. You left the room before they died? You can't make that statement. Did we full clear? How much of your Big Brother performance was luck, though? I mean, you're talking about winning a game where you have to roll a ball into a hole. There's some luck involved.
16 space wide.
So many spiders.
Dango 7,777,777.
There's some spiders. All right, let's go win this. Wait, is this an insta mom kill? Applying luck is a skill. Never heard that before.
Let's go.
Love the daily videos, buddy. Keep up the great work.
Who said we couldn't boss rush?
His mother.
A first run, ladies and gentlemen. There's only one way.
Was bearing down on
The
Isaac.
full pace
Do as I'm told, my
in
lord.
2024. That's one run at a time.
Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line.
We better have
Isaac.
unlocks
His
for
mother
days.
Was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened.
Man, this-
sending an angel down.
He had-
from
Eddie
above
had to
stop
write all
his
this
mother's
stuff.
Hand. And just like that, it was over.
Me, Mom, Isaac.
Happy New Year, Dan and chat.
But how come she's still there? You unlocked the womb. Challenge number 20. 21. 22. 25.
You're not.
28. More. 30.
You won!
32.
You did it!
Harbingers.
You did it! I knew
Cube
you
of
would! I
meats.
just knew you would!
Look at these stats, baby. 1-0. Look at these items everywhere. The endings all unlocked. The secrets. The bestiary. What, is this new? That is how you start out the new save file in 2024.